John the Prof here. You're listening to Radio GH worldwide on the internet.
The Daily Ceilidh.
Derek Hamilton.
Well, good afternoon. Welcome back to the Daily Ceilidh here on Radio GH with me, Derek Hamilton. And it's a beautiful sunny afternoon here in the west. Hope it's as nice with you. Loads of music to get through this afternoon and some different stuff. One or two things that we've not played before and a few requests as well. So we're going to carry straight on with the music and we'll start with, let's see who we're starting with. Yes, we're starting... Oh yes, we're starting with something completely different, which is the Cape Breton Symphony, and they're going to play a set of reels. Yes, the magic sound of the Cape Breton Symphony there, led by, of course, Bobby Brown, leader of the Scottish accent, and a great track that to start off the programme. Nice and lively, get you worked up. And we're going to continue with a lively track. Here's the Cheviot Ranters. I don't think I've ever played the Cheviot Ranters on the programme before, but here they are, and they're going to play a wee set of jigs for you, which is called the Norfolk Long Dance. Norfolk Long Dance from the Cheviot Ranters. Cheviot Ranters, and that was the Norfolk Long Dance. And I think, as I say, that's the first time that the Cheviot Ranters have appeared in the programme, and that was a cracking wee set there, and very lively indeed for this lovely afternoon here in the West. As I said earlier, hope it's nice with you wherever you are. Can I just get round to the first request? In fact, I'm going to incorporate this two requests. It says, "Morning, Derek. Hope you and all at Radio G." Can't even say it. I think I've got the teeth in for the dog today. Radio GH are well. Any track from the new Stagger In CD would be good to hear, please. And that comes from Rena Mulholland. Thanks, Rena. And I'm going to incorporate that with a request from Linda Milne. Linda, hello, how are you? Can you wish my husband and myself a happy anniversary? Married for 24 years on the 18th. Anything from Mr. Galloway. Right, congratulations to Linda and hubby for 24 years of marriage, and also thanks to Rena Mulholland for her request for a Ewan Galloway track as well. So here for the two of you folks and everybody else is the Barmaid's Jig, which comes from the Lockdown CD. Sorry, it doesn't come from the Lockdown CD at all. It comes from the Stagger In CD. Good grief, Derek, waking up, boy. So it's Ewan Galloway and Ewan Galloway and Ewan Galloway and Ewan Galloway and Ewan Galloway. No, that wasn't something that went wrong there. That's just one of the facts of life. Ewan played everything on this, and it's the Barmaid's Jig. Here he is from the Stagger In for Rena Mulholland and for Linda Milne and her hubby for 24 years of marriage. Ewan Galloway, and that was from the Staggerin' album, and that was the Barmaid's Jig, and the original tune was composed by Alan Barnett, another regular listener from across there in BC, Canada. Yes, so moving onwards and upwards, I think I should make mention of the Gruesome Twosome, although they're not listening today. They might listen in, of course, tonight if somebody tells them that it's repeated at 9 o'clock. And the reason they're not listening in is because Marie she's in at the eye hospital at Edinburgh. And she's definitely in the right place there for eye surgery or whatever is going to happen. She's probably just having an examination today. But it seems to be a very good hospital. The only problem is the parking is quite difficult, I think, because it's right in the middle of Edinburgh. Anyway, good luck to Marie, who's in at the eye hospital today. It's also Marie's birthday on Friday, I think it is. Marie's got a birthday on Friday. But like all good people, I won't tell you what age she is, because you never discuss a lady's age. So Marie's got a birthday on Friday, and I hope things go well for her today at the eye hospital. And that comes from the Gruesome Twosome, Bill and Marie. So we'll play a wee something. I tell you what, we'll incorporate this with something else that came up on the messages there. And I'm actually struggling to read the messages today because I've got nobody to help me. Ewan is away gigging. He's taking Uncle Bill to an old folks' home. You can think about that one. No, they're actually playing in Markinch. And a couple of hours for the afternoon, just to entertain the folks in the home. Right, what was I saying? Yes, incorporate this next track, which is it's a set of tunes for the Black Mountain Reel, which is a 5x32 bar reel for those dancing. And I've no doubt the dandy dancers up there in Aberdeen, I know that Sheila's listening and watching. So hi Sheila, hi Billy, hope you're doing well, hope the weather's kind to you today. I don't think it's warm enough to get outside and have lunch, but it might be. Oh no, I think on the East Coast you're having a bit of har, aren't you? Anyway, you can come back and tell us what the weather's like. Oh, sunny in the Granite City, you say? That's good. And I should say hello to Helen Robinson, who was first to come in with a message. Very first message was from Helen Robinson up there in Shetland. Hello, Helen. Hope that he's not driving you too hard at the moment, and you're getting your work done at a leisurely pace and able to listen to the dulcet tones here on Radio GH. Right, enough blethering. Let's get on with the music. And this was suggested by David Bolton. It's the what did I say it was? Can you remember? Come on, hurry up. Get it. Yeah, it's the Black Mountain Reel. Here we go. Well, that was suggested by David Bolton across there in Dunbar. Elizabeth and David are probably listening in. I think they are listening in. I've had seen me messages coming from them. And that was the Black Mountain Reel, played by the Irvine Valley Scottish Dance Band. The Irvine Valley Scottish Dance Band being Derek Hamilton, Derek Hamilton, Derek Hamilton, Derek Hamilton and Derek Hamilton. But there you are. That's the Irvine Valley Scottish Dance Band. Right, first song of the day. Here's a young man from Ireland who is very, very popular and coming across, I think, to Scotland in October, to Dumfries, and that's Dermot Lyons. And here he is to sing a tribute to John Fitzgerald.
An Irish lad from Duncanstown, the Atlantic he would cross. He parted with his family on the quayside at New Ross. His mother smiled above her tears, as Irish mothers do. She said, "Goodbye, Godspeed you, son. My blessings go with you." And so a lad named Kennedy departed o'er the sea, just another emigrant, or so it seemed to be. Little did he realize that through him one fine day, by destiny, a Kennedy would rule the USA. He got a job, and later on, when he moved into town, he met and wed an Irish lass, and soon they settled down. His son, he married Irish blood. His grandson did the same. He wed the Rose of Boston Gales. Fitzgerald was her name. Another generation passed, another worldwide war. Then Fitzgerald Kennedy became a senator. He fought the great election in that land so far away. When the people named him president, all Irish hearts were gay. The great John F. to Europe came in 1963. And everywhere they went, they cried, "We want John Kennedy." He visited the Emerald Isle, where many years before, an emigrant from Dunganstown sailed from old Erin shore. A bullet from a rifle, John F. Kennedy was dead. The world, it stood in silence as the news was told and read. Now a widow tends a graveside with two orphans by her side. He fought for peace and freedom, and for this he lived and died.
The Daily Ceilidh.
Derek Hamilton.
Well, following on from Dermot Lyons and his wee song about John F. Kennedy, John Fitzgerald Kennedy. That was the Geary Blend, and they were playing for, well, a slow foxtrot. But of course, if you were sequence dancing, well, there's plenty of sequence dances can be done to that tempo. So I hope you were up on the floor and having a wee dance round the kitchen. And I hope you'll continue to dance round the kitchen, because we're going to stay in sequence dance mode. And I'm going to introduce you to a young fellow, a very young fellow, Invershand. And this comes from the new album, which is Homage to Henri Vercuren. And it's great that the youngsters have got themselves onto this album. 4 tracks, I think. 4 tracks, yes. And it's marvellous. And if you listen to this young man has got a big future in front of him. Invershand here, and he's playing a tango. So we can have a square tango, or you can have a tango Ceilidh, or you can, whatever you like. Here's a tango played by Invershand, and I'm going to attempt the pronunciation. It's C2 me crivas. So, a tango from Invershand. Here we go. Invershand, a young man with a great future in front of him, and a superb box player. That was a wee tango from Inver, and it comes from the album Homage to Henri Vercuren. And if you're interested in getting that, then you can contact Gordon Shand, and he'll supply you with the album. It's a great album. There's loads of tracks, 27 tracks on it, 4 of which are from the Shand family. Great stuff. Right, another request, and let's have a wee look and see what it says. It says, "Hi Derek, any track from the Portrait CD by Ali Bain and Phil Cunningham would be very welcome. Thank you, from Sylvia Tasker." Okay, Sylvia, here's Hunter's Hill by Ali Bain and Phil Cunningham or Phil Cunningham and Ali Bain, whichever way you have it round. It's Hunter's Hill. Phil and Ali, the best in the business, yes. And that was a couple of reels. The second one there was C.M. Hall, which I think was composed by Jimmy Ritchie, the fiddler of Glenshee. Right, moving on, we've got, let's see where, yes. Hi Derek, can you give a special shout out to my wee trucker? Trucker, who steps down out that truck for the last time to pick up his hammer and tools. Tell him I'm looking forward to breakfast every morning with him now. Can you play Ewan playing his tune, Bigsley's 56th birthday? Thank you. And that comes from Susan, our worthy secretary. Susan, yes, Simon is changing jobs next week. And he's going to be have a kind of 95, well, an 85, well, maybe a 75, well, maybe a 76, I don't know. But he's going to have a job that is regular hours for a change. And so Susan's looking forward to having more time to be with Simon instead of him getting up at 2 o'clock in the morning and going away up to Aberdeen, Inverness and delivering things to televisions and such like things, and sometimes delivering milk down to the north of England and what have you. So that's all changing. And she wants Simon's tune, which is Bigsley's 56th birthday, composed and played here by the one and only Ewan Galloway. Bigsley's 56th birthday for Simon. Simon Power. And that comes from your dear wife, Susan. Dear being dear. Expensive, yes. Right. We shall move on before I get a thumping head. A wee request here from Sheila Walker. Sheila says, Derek, could I please have a song from yourself to say thanks to all who sent birthday wishes to me on Monday. Oh yes, it was your birthday on Monday, Sheila. Happy birthday. And I'll certainly do a wee song for you. Here's one from the Jim Reeves stable. If you want a waltz, it's a modern waltz. And it's, you can do any of the sequence modern waltzes, the Sweetheart Waltz or whatever. Anyway, here's I Won't Forget You, somewhere along the line.
I know that I won't forget you, 'cause I've loved you too much for too long. Though you don't want me now, I'll still love you till the breath in my body is gone. That's how it is with me, and you'll always be the only love I ever knew. I'll forget many things in my lifetime, but darling, I won't forget you. With me, and you'll always be the only love I ever knew. I'll forget many things in my lifetime, but darling, I won't forget you. But my darling, I won't forget you.
Hello, John the Prof here. You're listening to Radio GH, worldwide on the internet.
that was Ian Holmes and the band, and they were playing a couple of 6, 8, 2/4 marches, pipe marches, and that came from an album called The Ideal Homes. And I think it was Gordon Young, our intrepid presenter on a Saturday night at 6 o'clock. Gordon Young, I think, was on the drums there. Right, what we got next? We've got, let's see what we've got. We've got, who? No, I was just looking to see if I could play another request on that. Helen Robinson says, Mark Robinson, if you're listening, take the washing in. Mark, hello Mark, are you listening? Take the washing in, would you please? Right, okay, that's message sent to Helen. Hope he hears. I did try my best. Anyway, I think we'll have a wee change of style, and here is the Pygmies Polka, played by Mick Ainsworth and Jimmy Blue. Yes, indeed. Yeah, Jimmy Blue and Mick Ainsworth, or Mick Ainsworth and Jimmy Blue, playing the Pygmies Polka. Cracking. I mean, when you think that track's 55, 60 years old, it's fantastic how it's a good recording, and how well played it was in these days. Ding ding, here goes my phone again. Yes, messages coming in, and I'll have a look at these in a minute, and I'll get on with the music that I've got in front of me for the time being. I should, before I go any further, make mention of George Mackay down there in Kirkfield Bank, just below Lanark. George sent a very kind donation, and I was really sorry to receive his text or his email, basically because he was telling me that Peggy, his wife, is now in a home, and that's sad. But he's hoping to get to Colburn on Thursday night. So good, George, that you're continuing with your life as normal. That's good to hear. And thanks very much again for your kind donation. Excellent. Right, where are we going from here? I said, where did I see it? Yes, I'll get that. Elizabeth Morrison says, "Oh, thank you. Derek is cheering me up with his lovely tunes. I'll be watching again tomorrow. Tomorrow, as I'm here alone. Oh dear. So where's Frank? You must tell us. You're on your own at the moment, Elizabeth. A huge thank you to my fantastic Frank for looking after me with everything. Either Friday or tomorrow, Susan. It won't matter. I'll be watching. Well, that's kind of cryptic at the moment. Right, we'll get the story there in a minute. In the meantime, I'm going to play a track from Fergie MacDonald. I don't often play Fergie in the programme, but I'm playing Fergie today, and here he is with the Moidart Clan Gathering. Yes, that was Elizabeth and Frank Morrison. In better times, because Elizabeth, it appears, has COVID. She's developed COVID and is self-isolating. I'm sorry to hear that. I had a test yesterday and was negative, thank goodness. But I'm sorry to hear that you're laid up. I hope that the effects are not too bad, Elizabeth, and that you're on the road to recovery. Because I think if you've had the 2 jabs, it doesn't tend to affect you near as much as it might have if you hadn't had the 2 jabs. So look on the bright side, and just remember that once you've isolated, your time is up. You can go and do whatever you like after that. And that's a fact. My granddaughter, who is coming to 14, she was tested. She tested positive and was in isolation for 10 days. And she came out at the weekend, and that's her. She doesn't even need to test again, because basically a positive test might occur for the next, I think, 2 months or something. So you don't need to test after you've developed COVID. So you're off the hook, my dear. And just get back there and get the box on and get a few tunes, and I hope you're keeping better. Right, it's time to move on to, I think, about the last track. And it's a set of Gaelic waltzes from John Carmichael, Ike, and the band. I've got a frog in my throat. I'll tell it to hop off somewhere. Derek, can you please play Gaelic Waltzes by John Carmichael if you have time? OK, I think this will be certainly the last track in the programme, and I might have to talk over it. But here's John Carmichael, a wee set of waltzes, Gaelic Waltzes for you, Grant, to take us out of the programme. John Carmichael here now. Well, that's the last track, as I said, on the programme. And thanks very much for joining in the way you have. And thanks for all the messages. Thanks for all the requests and the nice comments. And thanks for being part of the programme. Ewan will be here tomorrow, and he'll see you then and play your requests. So get them into him. Thanks very much. Once again, have a great afternoon. And Ewan will be back tomorrow, and I'll see you on Sunday. Bye just now.